Day 39, 11:01 a.m. All the housemates have been up for 45 minutes. For this week's task, the housemates are going back to school. Big Brother has provided the housemates with a bike shed, small chairs and tables, maps and school uniforms. For the duration of the task, the housemates are pupils and Big Brother is the headmaster.
I loved being at school. I absolutely loved it.
Shit! Registration, man!
Oh, okay, cool.
Each morning, a bell will sound to start the school day. Pupils have 5 minutes to dress in their full school uniform and stand by the benches in the garden ready for registration.
Girls are on the front one because they are cool.
Yeah. Then it's
Quickly on, go in trouble. Quickly on.
I took mine from my bed.
What do you look
How do you know only 5 minutes? Oh, shy, just in time.
Oh. Stand, is it?
Yeah, it's better manners to stand.
This is the headmaster.
Oh.
All pupils must remain standing facing the walkway.
Yeah, I thought so.
Walkway.
Walkway?
Oh, we want to be on the fifth row.
Lucky.
Silence in the classroom. Good morning, class.
Good morning, headmaster.
Please sit down. Ahmed.
Here.
Agil.
Here.
Becky Siddiqui.
Here.
Daniel Bryan.
Here.
Jason Cowan.
Here.
Michelle Bass.
Here.
Nadia Almada.
Here.
Shell Jubin.
Here.
Stuart Wilson.
Here.
Victor Ibua.
Here. Put.
The first lesson of the week will be double history. The headmaster would like to remind pupils that all classes are compulsory. Class dismissed.
Yeah. Stu, you're such a geek.
Stuart, you're a dork, mate.
First lesson, double history.
Dweeb.
12:34 p.m. The first lesson of the week is history. The class has been divided into 4 different groups, and each group has to reenact a famous moment from the 20th century. The groups have an hour and a half to make props and practice their reenactments. Daniel, Nadia and Victor are reenacting the moment when the first man stepped on the moon. Victor must play the role of Neil Armstrong, Daniel, Buzz Aldrin and Nadia, the astronaut who drives a spaceship and waves from the window.
You basically say, yeah, look, here we are, we're at the moon. And I'll say, yeah, the moon. We are here at the moon.
Jason and Becky's moment in history is when Ginger Spice left the Spice Girls. Jason must play Ginger and Becky must play all the other Spice Girls.
Do you like my dress?
That's quite nice, isn't it? The
You can
moon.
fuck off. I'll fucking beat your ass right now. Hold me back, girl. Hold me back.
To pass the task, each group must follow an outline of the events provided by the headmaster and must deliver a specific line. Ahmed's reenactment is the death of Elvis Presley. He must sing Love Me Tender. Stuart, Michelle and Shell's reenactment is the sinking of the Titanic. Michelle must play Kate Winslet, Stuart, Leonardo DiCaprio and Shell the roles of the crew and the iceberg.
Ahoy, ahoy, trouble on ship, get up on deck.
Right.
Come on, let's go. And then we can just peg it around for a bit until you're ready.
Where are we going to peg it about to?
Just run around the
You run
garden.
that way and I'll run this way.
Oh, this is crap, isn't it?
Yeah.
1:53 p.m. The headmaster has gathered the pupils in the garden for their historical reenactments. If the pupils successfully complete this week's task, they'll receive a privilege pass, which will be redeemable against a selection of privileges. Pupils are allowed to fail 3 times over the course of the weekly task. First up are Stuart, Michelle and Shell.
Ahoy, ahoy! Trouble on ship, get up on deck!
Stuart must deliver the line, "Iceberg dead ahead."
Iceberg, dead ahead! I love you, Tulip.
I love you, Jack.
Never let go, Tulip. Never let go. Yeah. Jock lives on.
Next are Nadia, Victor and Daniel.
First man to walk on.
Victor must deliver the line, "That's one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind."
Okay, guys,
We're right.
let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Well, lead the way, Neil, just like you always do.
This is a nightmare. A low-budget production. One small step for man. One giant step for mankind. Give the people air!
The pupils have failed this part of the task as Nadia left the spaceship when she was instructed to just wave from the window, and Victor got his line wrong. Last up is Ahmed.
I always will. Love me tender, love me long, till the end of time. When at last my dreams come true, darling, this is I know. Happiness will follow you everywhere you go. The king is dead. The king is alive.
Watch out, watch out.
2:58 p.m. Most of the housemates are in the bedroom. Stuart is in the garden. Michelle is in the diary room talking to Big Brother.
I'm feeling very anxious for tomorrow because I just so do not want to hear my name again. I really do not, you know, I just will be so upset, and I don't know what I'll do. Really don't know, but obviously it's something I can't do. But I feel like going around saying, "Look guys, give me a break this week," kind of thing, you know, give me a break. There's plenty of people who who haven't heard their name yet, you know. Let me have a Tuesday where it's somebody else's name's read out and I can be sympathetic towards them. But obviously we'll see what happens.
By coincidence, while Michelle is talking to Big Brother in the diary room, a national newspaper has sent a plane to fly over the Big Brother house. Last week, Becky had to nominate one of her fellow housemates by kissing them on both cheeks. She kissed Michelle. Becky was told she wasn't allowed to discuss her secret nomination with any of the other housemates.
Is there a plane outside or something? Sounds like there is.
The sun.
What?
This is the headmaster. Could all pupils please gather in the bedroom immediately?
I didn't get the message.
Yeah.
I didn't get...
There wasn't one, was there?
Yes.
Was there?
Michelle is still in the diary room talking to Big Brother.
Shall I go as well then?
Just stay where you are,
All right.
Michelle.
Okay.
You didn't get a vote last week, did you, Becky? And you didn't. You haven't voted yet this week.
No, not yet.
No.
Yeah, then it doesn't make any sense.
The Sun.
The Sun. Only Becky nominated Michelle. Exclamation
I thought
mark.
it was Becky only. Oh, right.
That's weird. They must think we've done nominations or something already.
There's three options. They're telling the truth, they're lying, or they just want to rig the thing.
Well, Becky's saying that they're fibbing, and because then they have to be because she hasn't got to nominate yet, so there is no way that she could have nominated.
We have now got the responsibility of deciding to tell Michelle, haven't we?
Either way, none of us know anything, yeah. So let's just pretend nothing's happened.
Yeah, I think
you got to tell Michelle though.
Instant win as well.
This is the headmaster. Pupils are now free to leave the bedroom.
Didn't stay very long,
I
did
want
it?
to go and talk to the headmaster.
Michelle, should we go for a ciggy?
Yeah.
Do you want a hug, love?
Yeah.
I didn't see the wood one.
No, it certainly is not nice at all. Why were you in the bedroom? Is that Michelle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell her, but I'll come out in a minute.
Cool.
Cheryl, they're going to tell you something that's not very nice, okay?
A plane went over with a banner on the back saying only Becky nominated Michelle.
Okay.
That's
But
what
we
it
think
said.
it's very much an error in judgment on their part because I think they were trying to create friction, but Becky hasn't been able to nominate, nor has she been able to nominate today yet. So I think they thought we had maybe nominated already, Chicken.
Okay, I'm not bothered.
What I'm feeling right now is really horrible, and my heart is kind of racing, and I just feel like vile. And now that I can't even tell them, yes, it was me. I mean, if I could, you told me I can't. But if you tell me I can, then I can go out there and say to Michelle, first of all, why I did it, and then tell everyone, yes, it was me, and, give them my reasons and just say, well, I couldn't tell you before because I wasn't allowed to, and I had to nominate someone. I could just explain it to them as reality, and the reality of it was that I had to just choose someone, otherwise I was out. And, yes, I chose Michelle, but she was the only one that I found it really difficult to communicate with initially. So that kind of leaves me in a position where I have to be a great actress and continue to lie.
Come here.
It's real. They can't tell me. They can't do anything. They can't say it's what it is. We can't do anything. Can you answer me questions, Big Brother? No, we can't answer you any questions. We're here to listen. Well, what am I supposed to do? I feel like I'm victimised. I feel like on one hand it's really good for you because, it makes you think like your housemates are your real good friends, yeah, which they are. And then on the other hand, it makes me stand out as this kind of villain.
Chicken, give me a cuddle, do you know what I mean? Whatever, really. I don't hold any grudges against anybody anyway, so... It's all good in the end. As Emma used to say that, didn't she? It's all good in the end.
4:01 p.m. Big Brother has gathered the housemates on the sofas, ready for nominations.
Would Ahmed come to the diary room?
Look, man.
Get that coming.
The 2 or more housemates with the most nominations will face a public vote on Friday.
Ahmed, please could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first nomination is Nadia. She was always defending Marco. She was his bodyguard. He was provoking me and hiding behind her skirts, So I have the right to shoot at her. Bam, 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 boom! I have difficulty now nominating the second person. So I decide for one reason I will nominate Dan. Saturday challenge, and he picked me not as a farmer but as a cow to be blindfolded. And beforehand, I told my housemates that I will never accept to be blindfolded. That's the reason I'm nominating him.
Just go for the first one.
Yeah. Chilling.
Is it for all?
Yeah.
absolutely.
So it's 8-2. Team Handsomer,
Okay.
give me a country that borders China.
Becky is next to nominate.
My first nomination will be for Dan. My reasons are that he is so squeamish about female parts, and personally, I've got a female part, female genitalia, and I don't think it's disgusting. I think you can say that it's not your preference, but to sort of really be squeamish about another human being's parts, I find that offensive. My second nomination is for Ahmed. I went after him into the loo, and there was lots of pee stains, and I just thought that's kind of unclean and inconsiderate.
Okay, Michelle. 2 points. Montserrat, Caribbean island.
Haven't got a clue, guys. Look at
You know it.
Daniel,
better bloody
come
know
to the
it.
diary room.
You've said it.
Right, man.
Team Handsome, Stuart. Okay. Puerto Rico.
Daniel, please could you give the name of your first nomination?
Victor. His grammar is crap. He ends every sentence with in it. And it's annoying. Every time, in it. He farts. Loudly. I think him and Jason might have been doing some whispering. Don't know if it's about me, though. And his liking for chicken nuggets is burning a big hole in the shopping budget.
Now, could you give the name of your second nomination?
I'm going to nominate Becky. Reason number one is there's a big side to her that she's not showing, and I'm always wary of people who are really nice and she's trying too hard to be nice.
So far, Daniel has 2 nominations. Ahmed, Nadia, Victor and Becky have 1.
Side out of me.
Would Jason come to the dining room?
Jason, do you hear that there?
Yeah.
She's got in for me, man. Afternoon, big brother.
Jason,
Hi.
when you entered the house, you agreed to abide by the rules of Big Brother. One of the fundamental rules of Big Brother states that housemates must not discuss their nominations with each other.
Yeah.
Since you entered the house 39 days ago, you have discussed nominations or attempted to influence other housemates' nominations a total of 31 times.
No way, man. Did I not get I got a warning though, didn't I? And I've never ever discussed it since I got that warning.
One of these instances has occurred since you were issued with a formal warning for discussing nominations. As a result of your repeated and continued rule breaking, you will not be allowed to nominate this week. Do you understand?
Yep. Well, that was a waste of time.
Why?
Because I never got allowed to nominate.
Why?
Because apparently I had a conversation about someone, even after my second warning. But anyway, I've not got 2 votes anyway, so fucking shite. But anyway, if they want to do it, man, that's fine. Eh?
Would Michelle come to the diary room?
I don't know what they are, but look. Funny little itty bitty.
Hope you live forever. For my first nomination, I would like to nominate Ahmed, simply because I can't gel with him as well as I might like to, because we're on different wavelengths, if you like. I'm not particularly thick or stupid or ignorant even, but I've come into this house and I just want to basically just have fun. I don't particularly want any deep conversations. I don't want to be talking about political issues. It's not that I haven't got time for it. It's just that I can't be bothered. I've chose to nominate for my second nomination, to nominate Becky. I do feel as though we are already formed as a group and there are connections made with everyone, whether they be strong or whether there be a little bit of conflict there or whatever. Obviously it would come with time, but at this particular time, that's the decision that I've made.
I say 3:30, yeah.
Nadia comes to the diary room.
Is that what it's called?
It's a little bit harder this week because I feel this person and I have sorted our differences, but I'm still gonna go with Jason. The reason being, I just still feel that I've been pushed against the wall, metaphorically speaking, and then not given a second chance. Obviously, day 20, when everything sort of happened. But then I apologized to him, and I thought he accepted it then, but obviously he didn't. And then he treated me like as if I was a criminal up to last Friday when he came to me and said, let's make peace. But I'm glad we've sorted out between us. But yeah, I still felt a little bit sort of... I think he was a little bit too harsh to me, so... And the second person, again, is going to be Victor. My reason for voting for Victor is he took Jason's side, not even considering me, how I felt and how I was thinking and how I was, what emotions I was going through, and just literally ignored me completely and not even bother to ask me how I'm feeling or even to say good morning or good evening sort of thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is probably...
Jason and Nadia have one nomination. Ahmed, Becky, Daniel and Victor all have 2 nominations each. Shell comes to the diary room.
Dan knows every single times table off by heart.
Up to 12?
Watch.
So there.
My first nomination is Becky, and it's simply because everybody else has been in here for 4 weeks, and I just know how I would feel perhaps if I had been here maybe 5 weeks and someone else had been here only sort of 2, and that person got to stay longer than perhaps a person that had been here for a greater length of time and actually had sort of had to survive longer or had to go through more things or had missed their family for a greater length of time or whatever. So that's why I feel I want to nominate Becky, and quite simply that's all. I'm going to nominate for my second person Jay this week, simply because, it was only last Monday he got very cross about the passive smoking issue, which I think is totally fair enough, but sometimes he's quite difficult to communicate with, and in here you need to be able to communicate to sort of smooth over problems, and I think a lot of the conflict that has gone on in here between different people has included Jay, because he sometimes finds it difficult to communicate and then explodes at the very last minute.
It would be a great...
Yeah, but
Would Stuart
help yourself.
go to the dining room?
Yeah, help yourself, man. It's for everyone. Fuck it.
My first nomination is for Ahmed, and the reason is because he explicitly stated that he wants to be nominated.
Stuart, you're reminded that your nominations must be your own choice and must not be influenced by any other housemate.
I don't really understand what I can do, because you say be full and frank and everything, and that is exactly what I'm being, but because otherwise I'd have to make up a reason, in which case wouldn't be full and frank. I think he wants to be nominated.
The reason you have given has been influenced by another housemate. This is not a valid reason. You have been reprimanded on previous occasions for giving invalid reasons. Therefore, Big Brother is issuing you with a formal warning.
Right. I will try and think of a reason for you, Big Brother. I feel that Ahmed is not and does not want to be in the house as much as other people. So some people deserve the experience more.
Now, could you give the name of your second nomination?
My second nomination is for Becky. We're in week 6 and I've shared a lot of experience and memories and events with the other housemates. Like, her face is still the face of a new person, whereas everyone else's faces are, they're like old faces that I know and stuff. So.
What are they called? The sponge cakes, yeah? Without cream in it. Oh, it was hilarious. Oh. Oh. Oh, so that one's where you cringe but you're killing yourself at the same time.
I got a formal warning in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Proper reasons.
They're like, you've been warned on previous occasions to give like better reasons, and I was just like, what more can I say? Like, that is my reason.
Yeah.
Would Victor come to the dining room?
Victor. This should be short.
I think I've been pretty hard done by there.
Think so?
Yeah.
They make you out as like, they want everyone to be made out as though they hate each other.
Yep.
Victor. One of the fundamental rules of Big Brother states that housemates must not discuss their nominations with each other. As a result of your repeated and continued rule breaking, you will not be allowed to nominate this week. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Yeah, this is bullshit. I mean, at the end of the day, can't do anything about it, so I'm not going to bleat on. But, you know, if I do go up for eviction this week, you know, I don't give a shit because, you know, seeing as people couldn't get rid of me by their own methods and vices, you decided to try and intervene to change the course of events. So, you know, give yourselves a pat on the back. Whatever. Open the door for me. Let me go.
Victor, you may now leave the diary room.
That thing is diary room a reason, really.
Oh, that was quick.
Sit.
Was it the same bit?
Do you get a vote? Shit. Just said I'm not getting a vote, basically.
Michelle, Shell and Stuart didn't receive any nominations.
Big Brother would like to thank housemates for their nominations.
Ahmed has 3 nominations and Becky has 4. They'll both face a public vote on Friday.
Big Brother, we can't wait.
Bitch.
6:01 p.m. It's been 6 minutes since the housemates finished their nominations. This week, Ahmed and Becky will face a public vote. Shell, Nadia and Becky are smoking behind the bike shed and discussing Jason and Victor not being allowed to nominate this week.
Do you think it was a fair thing for them to do, not to allow them to nominate?
I don't know, because I don't know what's been said.
Yeah, it creates another thing.
Yeah. And I'm sure that, I mean, if that conversation's gone on, then perhaps it's fair. Perhaps that conversation hasn't gone on and they've got their own agenda and they want to sort of create conflict again. Only they know.
Yeah.
You're just giving everyone a free shot at us, like. Just a free shot, innit?
Yeah. Because they think we're getting too big for our boots. Not a problem, mate.
I'm not going to lose my rag over this.
No.
If one of us goes home on Friday, we go home, innit? Fuck it. What can you do about it?
Nothing.
Nothing, innit?
Oh. But mate, there was no way we were even talking about fucking influence each other's vote.
Yeah, but Jay, especially you got 2 warnings. Just be calm, okay? It's better to be voted by the public than be thrown out.
Oh, there's no way I'm going to get thrown out.
I can fucking guarantee if Shell and fucking Stuart start talking about nominations, you won't hear a fucking word about it.
End of the day, mate, I hope it's not me and you. If it's me, I'm going to be quite excited if it's me up against someone else.
I've got a feeling it's going to be you, me and Ahmed, Becky. That's what I'm thinking. I thought to myself, at least if I get to vote, you know, might make a difference for us.
7:16 p.m. As the school day ended 2 hours ago, most of the housemates have changed out of their school uniforms into their own clothes.
I'll meet you behind the bike sheds at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Wicked. During lunch break.
During lunch break.
I look forward to it.
So you don't like Mondays?
Well, before I have to say that I didn't know what you guys were really talking about. For me, it was like, oh, well, it's nice, it's new, wow, great, fantastic. And today, I was okay. I went into that room and I was sort of okay, but by the time it was near the end, my stomach started to churn. You know, I started feeling really horrible. And then, of course, I had that thing of, oh, great, I really thought it said Becky Michelle, good luck or something. On one hand, it means that my name is up there, but it's not a good thing.
I don't like people to be indifferent to me. I would prefer whether they hate me or love me.
Yeah, me too.
But then the best thing is that 5% of the public hates you and 95% loves you. That's amazing.
Yeah. That would be good. Of course, the worst scenario is 5% likes you and 95% hate you. So.
Better than nothing.
10:03 p.m. Most of the housemates are in the bedroom.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Get two of them under that quilt, man.
What I can't understand, right, is Michelle had a double bed.
And Nadia's got it and now they're missing it.
And they took Stuart's bed. And he refused to get in the double bed. Now, they're both sharing a single bed. What's going on? I shall be having words with that boy.
I'll be so embarrassed just looking at myself, fucking half the shit I've done. I just hate looking at myself, that's the thing, you know what I mean? Now that photo, I just don't like, I hate watching myself.
Why do you hate looking at yourself so much?
I just don't like it.
That's the answer you always give. I don't know, I just don't like it.
Well, that's my answer. Accept it.
Well,
don't try and analyse it. End of discussion.
I'm not accepting it.
End of discussion.
Do you know, you are such hard work. Do you know where you need to be, Jason?
Yeah.
On a dinghy in the middle of the North Sea.
Without a fucking paddle.
Yeah. I think that would be the best place for you.
Have I not been a jolly fellow this week?
You have, but I'm under the impression that you don't like people.
Shut up.
You don't like people, you don't like company, you don't like fun and laughter, you don't like smoking.
Fun and laughter.
You don't like yourself, and you don't like talking to people unless you have to.
What about this fun and laughter thing? It's just, I think you mean you're on different planets. Are you forgetting what I was like the first 2 weeks in here? I was Fun Time Frankie.
Sunshine, that was somebody else. He got evicted weeks and weeks ago, along with his leopard print thong, and we ain't seen him since.
1:27 a.m. Jason and Victor are in the spa area. Stuart is in the garden. The rest of the housemates are in the bedroom.
You've had some woman experience, haven't you? Like, sort of...
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Have you not?
No.
You should try it, Jen.
Are you curious, Shell?
I don't know.
know. Yeah, I guess I think my take on it is that everyone is kind of bisexual to a certain extent. So yeah, I think I'm definitely curious in a lot of ways. But I think right now I don't want to act that one out.
Yeah.
Because I'm happy in my relationship. You never know at any point what will happen.
Finish your workout, yeah?
Got quite a bit left in me, I think.
This is why you're doing so many press-ups, then?
Huh?
That's sexual frustration, yeah?
Yeah.
So what would you say you and Michelle? Boyfriend and girlfriend? Just good friends?
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay. Do you think you'll come there and hook up with a girl?
No. Not at all.
Just the way shit happens, man.
It's crazy.
Who goes? You decide. To evict Ahmed, call 090 1121 214401. To evict Becky, call 090 1121 4413. Or text the name of the housemate you want to evict to 84444.